Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Powell Weather Channel. Today, I'm going to be talking about the potential catastrophic flooding around the Houston area and to parts of Texas. Before we do get started, if you do like weather-related content, please consider subscribing to my channel as I post about 4 to 5 videos a week, and comment below if you do find value in this video and any weather term you may need me to explain more in greater detail. All right, so let's get started. So if you were with me 2 days ago on the Texas Drought Buster, we talked about this low-level vortex in the Gulf of Mexico. As of this morning, the NHC had a 30% chance for it to develop, and it developed into TD11 around noon. And by 12:30, it was classified as Tropical Storm Imelda. And about 45 minutes later, literally it made landfall around the Freeport, Texas area. And this is the current satellite picture right now. And you can see it hasn't moved much. It's moving north about 7 miles an hour. It is about 40 miles an hour, 40 miles per hour winds. They did, in fact, have a wind gust in Freeport at 53 miles per hour when it did make landfall. But you can see that from the current satellite picture, it's actually kind of still developing over land. And it's not unheard of for these little smaller features. And we'll kind of go in greater detail with it. Here is your current radar, and you can actually see Imelda basically sitting there right over the heart of Houston, dumping 1-2 inch rainfall rates currently right now. This thing is just moving in and it's just kind of getting its act together. So we've got a long 3 days ahead for the Houston area of potential catastrophic flooding. And I try to kind of use that word lightly because I know what they've been through with Allison and Harvey, but I don't know how else to explain 20 to potentially 30 inches of rain coming your way. And that's what's in the forecast in some parts of the area that is a potential. Here is the current rainfall. This is 6 o'clock on Tuesday evening, and it's been raining for about 6 hours now. This is around the Lake Jackson area, right by Galveston. It's already produced 7 inches of rain. So we're just getting started in this, and we're already seeing 7-inch plus rain amounts in and around the Houston area, and we got plenty more to come. Here's the current NHC guidance. You can kind of see this low-level circulation around the Freeport area, and it's not moving very fast. You can see it's actually just moving at 7 miles an hour, and it's basically going to track due north up I-45. All right, and dump an extremely amount of heavy rain over a large populated area, and we'll show you some of the different computer models from the Euro, the GFS, and the NAM, showing you, and also the water content. So that's definitely caught my eye. So, but you can kind of see it doesn't really drop down to a not even a depression until late Thursday. So it kind of holds its strength as it moves inland. So here's the latest ensemble members here's the latest Euro model. The little numbers mean 48 hours means 2 days from now, 72 hours means 3 days from now. So you can kind of see moving 7 miles an hour, that's nothing. And it's pretty much going to stay in the same area over a long period of time. The Euro tracks it just east of the Dallas-Fort Worth area, east of I-45. The GFS actually tracks it west of the Dallas-Fort Worth area, more in line of West Texas. So it's still a little bit of uncertainty where it kind of goes beyond after it goes into Houston, how much is actually left before it actually gets to the Dallas-Fort Worth area, how much is it's going to lose its core strength. But here's what's got my attention. This is the latest what they call FAT water content values, and this is Thursday night. Okay, so these rainfall rates are 5 inches, and notice how much inland it is. All right, so when I'm actually seeing this on computer models guidance, this has been pretty consistent. That means this thing is not going to lose its punch. It's going to stay. It's kind of take over what they call the brown ocean effect in a way. We're about 3.5 inches below normal in Houston. We've already made up that, so the ground is already saturated. So it's a combination of the brown ocean effect and also the upper level dynamics with the smaller system with only 40 miles an hour. it has a greater chance to not lose its punch as a bigger system, because the upper dynamics are so, there's an extreme amount of heat in Texas, where we've hit 95, 100 degrees lately, and so this cold core is going to mix into the heat levels above, and it's not going to be able to die off as a normal stronger hurricane would. It being just a minimal tropical storm, it's potentially going to be staying as a minimal tropical storm, if not even lower its millibars, because it made landfall as 1,005. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes down to 1,002, even inland. So that's my concern, because we might have more inland flooding with this than closer to the shore. So here is the latest Euro model, and you can kind of see it's showing some pretty extreme amounts. I mean, really anything over 10 inches is fairly extreme in my book. But when you're talking 2, 3, potentially 4-inch rainfall rates, the water content you saw 5 inches. So it's not out of the question that you could get some 20-inch plus amounts. We're seeing that in the Euro model. It's been consistent. The GFS has been nearly as enhanced, but that model has not really been favorable since its upgrade. But the latest NAM model, the new mesoscale model, this is more of a short-term model, and you can see the deep purples, which is a huge widespread area over the Houston Metroplex of 20 plus inches of rain. You can see some 20-inch, 26-inch spots. I think it maxes out at 30 inches. So when you get mesoscale models predicting this amount of rain this close in, that's definitely concerning. You gotta pay attention to that, because the potential is there. We're at 99 percentile. We're at record levels for this time of year for water content value. So, and these things tend to be nocturnal. So overnight, I would not be surprised it dumps 10, 12 inches overnight. So that's kind of the latest on the what's happening with Tropical Storm Imelda. I appreciate you guys tuning in. And if you found value in this video, please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you could do me a favor and tell 250 of your friends about this channel, I greatly appreciate your support. And stay tuned to the next video, where I protect you before and after the storm.